Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel today I want to give you my story. Okay, my story begins like this. I was born and raised a Catholic. All I knew was how to pray like a Catholic and do things like a Catholic. In my mind I said there is no day I'll join the Pentecostal church. I said I'll never join that kind of a church because I don't know the kind of God they are worshipping. I declared that I'll never join, but God got me through YouTube. As I was watching through YouTube, I heard some preachers say that God did this, God did that. I saw an angel. I went to heaven. I went to heaven and come back. I saw Jesus in my room. I was so curious. How can someone go to heaven and come back? How does Jesus speak to you? I was so curious. So during that time, I really asked God, give it to me. When I see a preacher say something about that, I went to heaven and said, God, I also want to go to heaven. When I say that when I hear the preacher say, I saw Jesus in my room, I say to Jesus, I really want to see Jesus in my room. Even though the preacher said, I wanted to have it for myself. When I hear the preacher say, I hear the audible voice of God, I say, I want that. I keep saying, I want it. Little did I know that was a prayer that was asking God. And indeed, God did everything for me, apart from going to heaven and coming back. He did almost everything for me. He opened my spiritual eye. I see in vision. He opened my spiritual eye. I could see in closed eye vision and open eye vision. I could dream things of God. So many times I dreamed of Jesus. I saw so many visions. But by the time God gave me all those, I forgot the kind of prayer that I said. I never understand the vision. So after I saw them, sometimes I kept laughing because I was seeing my sister in a vision. They were all bald-headed. I didn't know that was God has already opened my eye and has already shown me things that I need to pray about. I did not know. But after searching through Google and knowing, then I realized, wow, this is God. And then I had another preacher say that God speaks. Okay, if you want to hear God, the angel or God, whatever, I don't remember what he said. At around 3, you can hear the voice of God clearly. So every day I wake up at around 3 a.m. waiting and longing to hear the voice of God. What does God say? If he can talk, he has to tell me why I am jobless. Why is it that I pray, he never answers my prayer? So that's what I did. I always wake up very early in the morning at 3, waiting to hear from God. And indeed, God came to open my spiritual ears, and I could hear exactly what he says. And in the process, I came lying. It was too much. So I was so worried, what is this? And I was worried if I tell people, they say that I'm mad. So I kept it for myself. The people I could tell them about what God has done, they were confused because I was talking a lot, saying so many things at once. Some people could not understand, but I believe that was the enemy was trying to fight me not to give up the message. So after time went by, okay, I used to watch the Sid Roth show from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. in the evening. Sometimes I forget about eating. That's why God did something in me. Every preacher say, who want to accept Jesus Christ, I accept Jesus. Every preacher will say that, accept Jesus at every point. The preacher said that different preachers were telling that I was talking about receiving Jesus Christ. That's how what God did to me. I could see angels in the house. I could see so many things around in the house. I could see angels. I could see devils. But as a baby Christian, sometimes I did not know what to do. But with time, God had trained me how to do things. When to pray, how to do things. How to decree and declare. Slowly, I taught me how to do it. So one of the first day, God wanted me to fast. He really wanted me to fast. I keep fighting God because I saw it in my dream. I saw it in visions, and I knew God wanted me to fight, but I kept postponing. I'll fast tomorrow. I did not want to fast, but God really wanted me to fast. So He used three different people to tell me. I was disobedient to God because I kept postponing. But God used 3 people who they don't know each other. One of them was my sister's friend. It's called Gaki. He called my sister and he said, God wants your sister to start fasting. I ignored that. When I went to church, the first church I joined, the prophetic churches, the pastor saw me and he said, Linda, God said he wants you to fast. I said, what? Why are these people saying fast? And they don't know each other, while they. And then the first day, on Monday, when I went back to school, a friend of mine called me and said, Linda, God wants you to fast. And I said, wow, this is God. How can you tell this? Send 3 people who really know each other, to send them to me and tell me to fast. And I said, God, if this is you. Okay, after some few minutes, I was looking at my nails and I said, they're so beautiful. Then I heard a voice through my ears say, if you cannot make any one of those any fingernails, why are you fighting? Why are you fighting with God? And I said, wow, this is God, and God is angry with me. And I said to God, if you really want me to fast, give me the grace, because you know I cannot fast. The kind of job I'm doing is a lot of work, and I'm always hungry. In fact, in this school where I'm working, we are feeding at every minute. There's a lot of food. Lunchtime, break time, we'll feed all the day. How can I survive this work? And I told God, give me the grace. And indeed, God gave me the grace, and I fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. That was my first disobedience. After I kept fighting with God, Okay, after fasting for all those days, and then I started arguing with God again. I did not know I was fasting. I started refusing to fast. I received so many visions again and dreams. There was a day I put food on the table, and I was so eager, I really wanted to eat. But when I wanted to put a spice, I found myself, I put a lot of spice, and I knew this was good. It doesn't want me to eat that food. It's like somebody pushed me and put a lot of spice, and I knew that was the angel. He was trying to tell me, Linda, fast, because I saw it. I think I saw it in a vision or dream again. Another day, I wanted to put food on a jiko. I wanted to put food, the whole on a firewood outside. The whole food went upside down. It fell, don't know how. And then a little child came and told me, Linda, why did you wrong to God? How can God allow you to prepare all those things and then the food suddenly fall down, all of it down on the ground like that? And I know you are preparing for your children. Why did you do to God? This child did not know I was fighting God, but I don't know what made him tell me that. And I knew this is God who wanted me to fast. Okay, after fasting, I did not know why I was fasting. I started rebelling against God, because why are you allowing me to fast? Do you want me to die? Why do you want me to fast for that? I was so thin. I was very fat, but I was so thin. People started worrying about me. I was asking, why? Were you sick or not? Because it was a long day of fast. 3 days of fasting include 3 days without meals, 3 days in a week without meals, no water, no any form of food. That's what I did until the 40 days was over. That's what I did. So I kept fasting, but after fasting, then I started to complain to God, why did you allow me to fast? And then I heard a voice. I asked God, do you want me to die? Do you want me to die? Then God told me, does that food give me life? Or am I the one who is giving me life? I did not know God was working on me. I keep complaining, but some few days I came to realize later that God wanted me to start. My fasting allowed God to open my spiritual eyes, spiritual ears, and He gave me the secret of people, those witches, with the witches in the family, the witches at work. He gave me the secret of so many people. I came to realize that I was an intercessor, because God can give me a name of someone who is staying far, far, far away. He gave me the name of a person instead to start praying for that person. So many people. He gave me so many people. Others, I saw their casket before they die, and I started praying on the behalf. I said, God, please save their love. God, please save their love. At first, I first saw caskets, but I did nothing about it. But some few days later, I heard the people have died. Then I realized, what if I don't pray about it, these people will die? So I started praying. When I see a casket in a vision, I started praying, and God saved that person's life. Then I realized this is God. He told me, Linda, there's something I've put in you. And that thing that I've put in you, I want you to pray on behalf of people. If anything happened to those people, it will be upon you. I know God will not judge me that I'm the one who killed them, but He wanted me to pray on their behalf, because some people, they cannot see in the spirit. This is a gift that God gave me. So that was the first disobedience. And I didn't, I forgot to tell you that after fasting and praying, I saw Jesus in my dreams. Jesus was talking to me so many things. I don't remember some of them. And I also saw Jesus in a vision. Was Jesus? I saw Jesus 3 times. Some people say Jesus came to their room and they talked to him, and Jesus told them this, Jesus told them that. But to me, I saw Jesus, but he never had time to talk to me. I don't know why. The moment I see him, he was in the room, that he disappears. That's what Jesus operates with me. But I could hear his voice audibly, because he told me, Linda, now you know the truth. I want you to tell these people to get saved. The witches in school and the witches in my hometown. Because since I was a baby Christian, I did not know how to handle, and I went directly and I told these people, get saved. Because Jesus said, you have to get saved and stop doing whatever you're doing, because there are witches all over. I did not know this. I knew this after accepting Jesus. And Jesus opened my eye. I could see the witches. When I sleep, I see them doing this at night. I see them in vision, and I knew they were witches. Because before that, they were my best friends. I did not know they were working against me. But those people proved Jesus right, because they started working against me. It proved that Jesus was telling the truth. They were working against me. The second disobedience was this. Jesus was telling me that I should tell my mom what I was seeing. I should tell my mom about the dreams that I was having, the visions that I'm having. And I told myself, how can I tell them, my mom? I know the kind of mom is always angry, always fighting, always putting me off. There's no day we will sit like big people and talk. Always put me off. I didn't tell her, because I was arguing with the Holy Spirit. I cannot tell my mom this. I know the kind of woman who she is. I did not know mom has what I have. So one of my sister went and told mom, this is what is happened to her. Because I keep telling my sister, I see this, I see that, I do this, I do that. I tell my sister everything, and she went and told my mom. I told my mom, don't argue with Linda. The reason why she is still like that is because she's fasting and praying. So I kept arguing with God, but some few days later, since my sister already talked to my mom about it, I went directly to my mom. This and this is what happened, and my mom said she has the same thing. He sees things in the spirit when he sleeps, when he wakes up, he sees these things. So God wanted to confirm to me that my mom has the same thing that I have. But at first I kept fighting, because I didn't know how my mom was going to react. The third disobedience was when God told me to go and the third disobedience happened recently. God told me to tell my sister to go to church with me. I've been trying to tell my sister for a very long time to go to church with me, but they say they can watch the TV, the preacher preaching, and that's right. But I told them it's not the same thing. So they kept fighting. They didn't want to go to church with me, so I left them. But recently, God has told me to go to church with my sisters. I refused. I say, now these people are stubborn. They cannot. In fact, the church is too far. They cannot go too far with us. With children crossing the roads, it's too far. And I knew they would not agree. So one of my sisters, I've been telling him, and the kind of preaching that the preacher has been preaching recently. He's preaching about the family, how to fight the generational curse. The moment I told my sister about that, he got so excited. He said, "No, this is the kind of preaching that I want. I must go. And our firstborn sister is like a catalyst. He knows how to put people in a box and drive them to where he wants them to go. So through her, he made the other sisters to join me in church. And I was fighting with Jesus. I heard in the morning and he told me, "Linda, I tell them," but I fight. But God himself used my sister, the other sister, to push them. So that is disobedience. God, in Deuteronomy, God tell you, choose. You can choose blessing or choose a curse. If you want God to bless you, obey his commands, do everything that he tells you to do. He do it for your good. I came to realize all these things was my good. This Sunday, the preaching of The reason why he wanted me to take my sister to the church, it was it was a family praying. The pastor was praying on behalf of the family, fighting the family battle and how to raise the family altars. So we had to give a sacrifice and to go to pray as a family so that God can fight this battle in our family. That was the reason why God wanted me. It was not for His way to sow our good so that He could save our family, because in our family we have so many fights. The first disobedience, I disobeyed God, but God wanted to increase my level spiritually so that I can see those who fight me spiritually and physically. I wanted to do that. If I could not fast, how will I know who my enemy was? How could I know how to pray? So it was for my own good. Why was I fighting God? And this third disobedience was for my mom. I didn't know my mom had this, but through God, I knew my mom was part of the end time harvest. My mom has been called to serve God. My mom's a good person. This gift that God has given him, it was to be used for God's purpose. So I do not need to fight God, but to bring my mom back to God in a way. Certainly, I know according to my mom, this is just a gift, but I don't know how I use it. Because she says, she sees things, but this day, okay, let me not judge her, but I know she prays. So obey God in all your ways. Don't fight God. Our God is good. Anything, something that God gives, this is glorify Him, but the rest of it is for your own good. If you wakes you up at 3, just pray, because if He sees what you don't see, He sees what your enemies are doing. They are working day and night against you, and you are sleeping like a log of tree. So who will win? God wakes you up to pray, you don't pray, and then you come and pray with God, why did you allow my son to go? Why did you allow me to go through this accident? He tells you every morning, wake up and pray. You don't pray, and now you ask, why? Did you follow His commands? Did you listen? Did you even pray? Did you even have time to talk to God? Why is that when something bad happens, you go back to God and cry again? Are you not fair? Our God is fair. He plays His cards well. He's choose sleeping on the game and people are fighting you. He tells you to, in the morning, pray over everything. When you land in a problem, start arguing again. Do you think that's what God gave you this? It's up to you. Choose blessing, choose a curse. Just go through the trouble, and you see what happened to those who disobey God. According to me, I'm still fighting. I'm still learning to listen to God, to obey. So keep working.